Family and friends begin the process of saying goodbye to a well-known and well-liked paramedic in Jessamine County.
As the community starts saying their goodbyes to longtime Jessamine County paramedic John Mackey, several folks are stepping in to make sure his family is taken care of.
We are giving you the first look inside the Ark exhibit in northern Kentucky.
This is WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to WKYT News at Noon. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Barbara Bailey. Friends, family, and first responders are paying their respects to a fallen EMT in Jessamine County. Visitation has just started in Nicholasville for John Mackey.
He was hit by a car while on duty last week and he died on Monday. His visitation will continue until 9 o'clock tonight. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is live at Bethel Harvest Church with more on how Mackey is being remembered. And he brings us our top story team coverage at noon.
John Mackey was simply known as Mackey by those who knew him best. He came from a public servant family. He was a public servant himself, his wife an EMT. I'm told in Anderson County, his father a firefighter. Mackey served his community, and I'm told that community is expected to show up in droves today. 40-year-old John Mackey died Monday after he was hit by a car during a call Thursday night. Mackey was a paramedic, and I'm told that he made that job his calling and his service to others. Earlier today, I had an opportunity to speak to his boss, EMS Director Aaron Stamper, who told me that Mackey was simply the ideal servant.
I've never met a more intelligent man. John didn't, when you walked in the room with Mackey, he was the smartest guy there, but he never made anybody feel less than special when they were around him.
And the visitation services here at the Bethel Harvest Church will continue until 9 o'clock tonight. A funeral with full honors tomorrow at 2 o'clock, also here at the church in Jessamine County. Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Phil, thank you. And Stamper tells us that he and Mackey's family are extremely grateful to Lexington and Jessamine County first responders who escorted Mackey from UK Hospital back home to Nicholasville after his death.
As members of the community gather to support the family of longtime paramedic John Mackey and honor his memory, several fundraisers to help the family are in the works. WKYT's Hillary Thornton continues our top story team coverage now from Nicholasville.
One of the businesses stepping up to help is the Raising Cane's here in Nicholasville. Meanwhile, many of John Mackey's friends are also working to make sure several needs that the family has get fulfilled. The 40-year-old husband and father of 3 died earlier this week after he was hit by another vehicle while on duty in downtown Nicholasville. Family friends tell us he was in the process of working on his family's HVAC system. Friends say Mackey and his wife, who is also a paramedic, enjoyed fixing things on their own. They say he had planned to get repairs completed before the cold weather. However, now the family is without working heat. Friends created this Facebook page, Many Hands for the Mackeys, to get the word out about needs like this. Fundraisers crucial for the Mackey family as they get through this difficult time, knowing EMS workers do not receive the same line of duty death benefits as fire and law enforcement. That is one of the reasons the local Raising Cane's is stepping in to help to both raise money and awareness.
The Mackey family always, needs help, and anytime a first responder does pass away, it's a big deal to the community, but also EMTs don't really have the same benefits whenever it comes to state benefits that police and fire do have. So it's raising awareness for that as well.
Now 15% of Cane's sales on Monday will go straight to the family. They're also taking up monetary donations starting on Monday and going through the 22nd. That will also go to the Mackey family. In Nicholasville, Hillary Thornton, WKYT. And you can find a link to those pages on WKYT.com.
7 children were rushed out of a Central Kentucky home after a suspected case of arson. Police say Derek Wells set furniture on fire outside a house on West Brown Street in Nicholasville. The fire then spread to the home. Police say Wells was violating a domestic violence order by being at the house and having contact with the family members there. He's now charged with arson.
A Danville police officer is on paid leave right now after an incident on board a school bus. Police say Officer Ryan Hundley was off duty when he pulled over and boarded the Boyle County school bus yesterday to identify a child who had been involved in an incident with his daughter. Now, we've obtained cell phone video of the incident showing the intense confrontation. An investigation is now underway. The Boyle County School Superintendent says that they are cooperating with police. We'll have much more on this story throughout the day on WKYT News. A man accused of hitting and killing a motorcyclist is in a Lexington courtroom at this noon hour. It's a bicyclist. Jess Greathouse is charged with manslaughter, DUI, and leaving the scene of an accident. Police say he hit Marciano Pazos with his pickup as Pazos rode his bike down Newtown Pike this past summer. Pazos was killed.
Well, the rain has mostly moved out of the bluegrass this midday, but colder air is moving in behind it, and temperatures are expected to dip even more this weekend. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is live in our First Alert Weather Center now with an early look at the forecast.
Isn't it a good looking one outside? We're looking across the way and seeing those temperatures. They're in the 50s and 60s as well, and mostly sunny skies. We're going to 57 degrees here in Lexington. Richmond coming in at 59 degrees. Danville 59 is 2. But look down southeast. There you go in the 60s. All depends on where you are this afternoon as we finish off there in the upper 50s, lower 60s. That cool air continues to rush on in. Now, I'll get you into your next couple of days. That's when we start to see that big plunge of temperatures. I'll have that coming up.
Heard enough of that to know it's going to be cold. Thank you, Micah. Construction on a religious theme park in northern Kentucky is sailing along, and we now know when it's going to be opening to the public. Answers in Genesis, the Christian ministry leading the Ark Encounter project, says the first phase of a massive 510-foot-long wooden boat will be opening next summer. WKYT's Rebecca Smith is in Grant County to give us a look inside. Rebecca?
This Ark is really quite something to see. It is huge, and it's actually going off scale from reference from the Bible. Now, we were able to take a tour this morning. Here's a look inside what is soon to be this huge Ark exhibit. Now, there are 132 exhibit bays planned with some live animals even partaking in this huge, amazing display. It is the largest timber frame building in the world. That's according to the organizer, Ken Ham. 2 million visitors are expected a year. That's based on some of the work that his team has done looking at the economic impact. And based on that, over 10 years, he said this could result in $4 billion for the local economy and the creation of 20,000 jobs. Now, we asked Ham if he has hopes that tax credits will be restored for the project with the help of Governor-elect Matt Bevin.
Well, two things. Number one, it's already in the courts, and I believe it's important to stay there so that the judge can make a decision. And it's very likely that he'll actually rule on this before the new governor takes over anyway. But we would like to see a ruling from the judge because, you know, there's been a lot of talk out there from some of the secular groups and accusations. So I think it's really good that it's in the courts and let a judge make the decision on the basis of the law.
And the opening date for the Ark is next summer, July 7th to be exact, of 2016. In Williamstown, Rebecca Smith, WKYT.
Rebecca, thank you. And Answers in Genesis was seeking participation in a state tax incentive program that would have let it collect more than $18 million over 10 years. Well, the Harlan County native with the golden voice that we've all come to know here lately, Jordan Smith, has advanced on to the top 12 on NBC's The Voice.
Following his stellar performance of Beyonce's Halo Monday night, Smith hit the iTunes top 5 on Tuesday. That, along with America's Vote, gave him the highest tally on Team Adam last night. Smith will sing live again either Monday or Tuesday of next week.
Well, the Republican presidential candidates continue to fight over immigration while Democrat Hillary Clinton strengthens her lead. We'll have the latest from the campaign trail coming up next on Kentucky's #1 Midday News.
Also ahead, Kentucky native George Clooney receives a warm welcome from fans while helping the homeless in Scotland. We'll take you there coming up on WKYT News at noon.